Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
And today we've got a video that I know you guys are going to enjoy because, well, you've responded extremely well to our food money saving tips for your house.
Right.
And so we're going to branch out into regular old household stuff. A lot of this is going to try to cut down on the chemicals, the nasty, noxious chemicals that are in your house. And I know a lot of people, well, not a lot. I've had one person, a lot of people, me. They say, oh, well, you know, everything is chemicals and you can't say that these are not chemicals.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about noxious, nasty chemicals that are, you know, we're talking basic stuff.
Things that you could actually eat, but you can still clean your house with. Right.
And so we're trying to get rid of all the nasty, abrasive, really harsh stuff out of our house.
Nasty fumes and things that are harmful for your skin and for your little ones.
Yeah. And so when we say no chemicals,
that's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about. We've got a wide variety of stuff to go over today. Money saving, better living, but in almost all of these cases, it's going to be saving a ton of money.
Yeah.
So let's start. Where do you want to start? You want to start with electricity or chemicals?
Yeah, go ahead and start with electricity. That'll work.
This is the first no-brainer. And right off the bat, you guys, some of you guys are going to say, no, that's too much money.
Well.
And you got to hold on.
Yeah.
And that is light bulbs.
Yeah.
Now, the old incandescent light bulbs, which unfortunately we have somewhere. I was going to have one out as an example. This is not a incandescent. This is the CFL, these Curly Q bulbs. And if you guys remember a while back, the powers that be, the intelligent big brain folks decided to get rid of incandescent light bulbs and make you start getting these Curly Q CFLs. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but inside this bulb is mercury.
It's nasty stuff.
And if you read the warnings on these bulbs, if you break this bulb, the warnings that they tell you to do are insane. They say like cut, if it like breaks on the carpet, you're supposed to cut the carpet, wear a gas mask, get rid of it, double bag it.
Throw away the clothes that you were wearing and take a shower.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Nasty.
And we have these all over the place, right? Because they save money. Well, I think more it sounds to me like it was somebody who made a phone call who owns a big CFL company and said, hey, politician, what do you think?
Let's use these. And these put off still a lot of heat.
They do, but they do save money. But you know where I'm going with this, or at least I hope you know where I'm going with this. These saved a ton of money over the incandescent light bulbs. However, they're filled with mercury, guys. Not good. Bad juju.
Right. So,
LED light bulbs. Now, this little guy right here puts off the equivalent to a 60-watt light bulb, but it uses 8 watts.
Yeah, it's really bright, and it does not put us off as much heat as even the CFLs or the incandescents.
And they last years and years and years. Now, I know you guys, some of you guys are rolling your eyes going, I'm not going to spend $6 for one light bulb. You don't have to.
No.
You don't have to, and here's why. If you will contact your power company, almost all power companies will offer you a deal. Like where we live, it's Duke Electric. Most power companies will offer you, excuse me, fighting a cold.
They'll offer you a really good deal or discounted cost of these light bulbs. We were getting some of them for
$1.
$1.50, $2 per light bulb, and they send them to some of them. We even got them for free. So
check with your power company, because instead of spending $6, $7 on one bulb, you can get them for $1 or $2 max.
Right.
And when you start looking at your power bill, guys, not only you're going to go, whoa, we looked at just by changing over our light bulbs over the course of 4 years.
Yeah.
Because they are expensive in the beginning. But we started looking at about 30-35% power savings.
Oh, yeah. It was really amazing.
And now I think we've only got 1 or 2 more old school bulbs that we've got to replace. But check with your power company, because 99 times out of 100, they're actually getting money from the federal government to give you guys these bulbs at cost.
Right, to save on electricity. You know, and there's so many different companies.
Colors too.
And there's color temperatures. There's a daylight
dimmable.
Color. Yep, daylight temperature and a soft white or
cool light.
Cool.
You know,
Yeah. Well, but there's so many different companies, and the prices are starting to get competitive. When we first started buying them 5 years ago, they were $12 for one bulb. Now we can get a package of these small ones for
$12.
Four for $12. So the prices come down a lot.
Yeah, and that's even if you don't go to your power company, but go to your power company.
Yeah,
give them a call, because when we lived 2 houses ago, they would just mail them to you. They were like, here, use them. Here's 8.
Right. They'd send them to you for free.
Yeah, and then once you've done that, if you're like, well, I need more than 8, they'll usually offer you the at-cost deal.
Right.
So electric savings, that's awesome. Now, for those of you who heat with wood during the winter, I got this gizmo for Mama for a present.
Last year.
And this is super cool, or rather hot.
It's
this thing. Ow! Don't cut my fingers off.
Don't cut your fingers.
This is a TEG fan, TEG, and what that means is thermoelectric generator. And what happens is there's a chip, a device right here in the middle between this heatsink and this metal base. And then there's a fan. And this little chip takes the difference in heat from the really super hot to the cooled off, and it generates electricity that will then push your hot air wherever you point it in your house.
Yeah, this fan blows heat from the center of our living room,
where the stove is,
where the wood stove is, back to the back bedrooms. We can change the direction of it, and it heats Brad's office. It's
and the hotter you get your stove, the faster it pushes the fan.
Yeah.
And so also, by the way, and I'll say this a couple times, we're going to list all the stuff that we're talking about in the description below. Because honestly, until we had a wood stove, we only heard about this fan, this TEG fan, like a year ago. Yeah. And so if you're interested in checking any of this stuff out, it's down below.
Yeah.
Let's talk. You want to talk about that?
Well, okay. When we moved here, this flashlight actually happened to still be here when we moved into the house. And I got to tell you, this is the coolest little flashlight. And many of you have probably seen them, but they're solar powered. There's no batteries that you have to replace in this. You just stick it out in the sun and it charges up. This is the brightest little flashlight.
Well,
it's adequate. I shouldn't say brightest, but it is a great flashlight.
But what we do with it is we stick it in the windowsill of the kitchen.
Yep.
And that way, if there's a power outage or something, you always have something that's not going to be corroded batteries going, this thing doesn't work.
And you always know where it's at.
Right.
That's a problem we've run into. When we look for a flashlight, where did the kids put the flashlight? This is always there. The kids know they're not allowed to touch this one.
And now some of these too. Now I would honestly recommend, guys, that you look around for these at like garage sales, because they're not the cheapest thing in the world, but when you consider that you're not having to buy batteries all the time.
Right.
That's really convenient. And a lot of them also will have different ports that you can charge your cell phone with.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like my nice flashlight.
Yeah.
But that way you've always got something going where even if it's just enough to go find your candles that you forgot if there's a power outage and you're like, oh man, where'd I put my emergency candles?
Right.
You'll have something that you're not going to bang your head on the wall or fall and get hurt.
Right.
So more stuff like that. But now, power savings, this is going to sound funny at first, but it's not. And that's your filter, your air filter for your house.
Yep. This is a reusable filter. It's cut to fit.
You may need to bring that in a little bit. I don't know. That'll do. Here, I'll get behind the thing.
You can cut it to fit your specific size of your air conditioner. You can use it for a month and then wash it.
You literally take it out and hose it down.
Yep. This is really cool. It outperforms all these other reusable
metal mesh.
Yeah, that's
and
really
this was actually a really good deal. Mm-hmm. I want to say it was $9.
It was $7.94.
Okay, so
sorry,
close.
I remember weird numbers.
I just remember it being under $10.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay.
And this we can cut this in two, and it will fit our air conditioner. We'll have two, so we can take one out, wash it, put one in while the other one's drying. So this is.
So not only is that going to improve the air quality in your house, but you're not going to be buying new filters that are throwaway filters all the time, guys.
That's right.
And that's something that we should talk about just for a minute before we move on to different stuff, cleaning and whatnot, is the fact that we live in a throwaway society.
Oh, yeah. Everything is disposable.
Oh my gosh. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day who makes videos, Big Bear Homestead. Me and Jason were buds. But he was saying that he went to go do a video shoot, and he accidentally, one of his kids put a knee through his computer monitor that he uses to make videos, because he's got a camera that's got a teeny weeny little screen, so he can't really see it. So he uses a computer monitor to
see the
to make it bigger. Well, it's broken.
Oh no.
And he was being a good guy, looking into, okay, what's it going to take to fix this? And the manufacturers have priced it in such a way that it doesn't make sense anymore to fix it.
It's just throw it away and get a new one. Printers are like that.
Oh my gosh, they give you the printer because they want you to buy the expensive ink.
The ink is now costing more than the actual printer did. It's insane.
So I would encourage you to look for products and items that you can repair, items that you can maintain, items that, like that filter. Yeah, not only is it cheaper than buying the throwaway filter by a lot, we can spray it out and use it and use it and use it. And you say, well, maybe it's not as effective at, say, 20 days. Well, so clean it out at 10 days.
Right. Every 2 weeks, clean it out. Then you're saving yourself hundreds of dollars over the course of several years.
These guys.
These are so cool. I love these things. I love hearing them bounce around in the dryer.
You need how many of them?
We use 4.
Well, what are they?
These are wool dryer balls.
What do they do?
They help... They help tumble the clothes around.
It's the news.
Yeah.
Who, what, where, when, why, how.
Okay. We got these from...
wool dryer balls.
These are wool dryer balls, and you put them in with your wet clothing, and these tumble around with your clothes, and it helps shorten the drying time, which saves so much money.
Pause. Okay, we're back. Sorry about the interruption. That was our son on the phone, and he's trying to work all this crazy stuff out as he's heading out for the military, and we got a lot of logistics. But anyway, so before I get too far, or we get too far, I want to go back to the LED thing. The reason why I want to go back to the LED thing is because we just had a bad experience with one particular company. We've had a bunch of different brands of LED bulbs, and there's one company in particular that they have religiously broken.
Yeah, every light bulb that they make, that we have had, has broken in some way or another.
Yep.
The LEDs fall out, they just stop working, the globes come off. It was just poor construction.
And that brand is Cree, C-R-E-E.
Yeah.
You can do your own research, but for us, we are staying away from them like the Black Plague.
Yeah.
And let's just say that we talked to a company who will remain nameless, that we bought ours from, and this nameless person under this nameless company said that brand is the only one that comes back, and they come back a lot.
Yep.
So that's from our heart to yours. You do your own research. But we will not touch that brand.
No, it's a waste of time and money.
Well, and the bummer thing is that these bulbs are supposed to last years and years and years. Well, try finding that receipt, baby.
Yeah, no kidding. Who saves that? Not me.
Well, we do, but where is it?
I keep all of our receipts in one big box, and they go, per year, and they go in the barn.
It's true. Now, So I actually think this is a really good time. I want to talk about this book.
Okay.
And then we'll split this. Hold on. We'll split this video into.
Okay.
The next video will be household chemicals.
Okay.
Less noxious stuff. Money saving cleaners, sprays, laundry stuff. We'll talk about in the next video, just because I don't want to go too long in this one.
Okay.
But before we do, I'm going to give you a secret. This is a dirty little secret of the Big Family Homestead channel. And yes, I am pensively stroking my beard. And that is this. I got to move this out of the way. A lot of you guys have seen our videos. I'm going to try and hide it as best I can until it's time for the reveal. A lot of you guys have seen our videos, and I'll come up with different, like, 5 cool uses for vinegar or other great uses for aluminum. And
besides wrapping them around your dog?
Well, you can't wrap it around the dog. Everybody needs an EMP-proof dog. It goes without saying. So, where the inspiration, because I'm not about plagiarism, but the inspiration for a lot of those videos came from this book. Dun, dun, dun. I found this book at a place called Half Price Books. They do a sale every year, and they ditch all of their books that they don't want to keep anymore.
That haven't sold in a long time, so they... $2.
$2, baby. And so we've been making these videos. I'll be like, ooh, that's a good idea. And then you do research on it, and then I make my own version of it after we've tested it. But there's so many. I mean, that's all circled. And
yeah.
This book is great. And the reason why I'm bringing it up is not to say cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater, Big Family Homestead.
It's just a great book.
No, the point is find these resources. There are so many books out there, videos, channels, like Living on a Dime, for example.
Right.
They've got so many, like, household hacks.
Money-saving tips.
And all of this information's out there. It's just that we as a society have gotten so used to living in a throwaway society.
Right.
And we need to get conditioned in our head not to go, well, I'm just used to spending that much on electricity.
No.
You don't have to.
No, you don't have to. Take that, the money that you save, take it and go and put it in your savings account. Pay off some credit card debt.
Pay off on the principal on your mortgage.
There you go. Buy some more LED light bulbs.
It all adds up. You know, one of the things that we, I mean, we're not like Dave Ramsey level money folk. I mean, the guy's a genius when it comes to this stuff.
Right.
But one of the things that we did learn, because in the past we've had a lot of credit card debt. We don't now.
No.
But that took a long time of learning and pain and paying off and time. But one of the things that we did learn is when you have a lot of different debt out there, you pick the low-hanging fruit.
Right.
So let's say that you had a $5,000 card and a $2,000 card.
And a $500 card.
And a $500 card, and maybe even like a couple 40s or 50s. What you do is you take the 40s or 50s and pay them off ASAP.
Right.
Then that money, the 40s and 50s that you were paying on that card, you start attacking the $500 card.
Right.
Then when that's done, now you got $600 or $700, you can start attacking the bigger cards. And it's, just start looking at your bills, guys. It's not a good thing to be in debt. To be in debt is to be a slave to money and other folks.
Right.
So when you have an opportunity to save money,
those,
if it's not going to cost you a lot of money, do it. How about a flashlight that you're never going to put batteries in anymore? How about a fan that will heat your house more efficiently?
Circulate the heat,
These are basic things that don't cost you a lot of money, that will save you a lot more.
That's right.
So we're going to go ahead and finish up part 1 right now, and then part 2 we're going to start and release it probably tomorrow.
Probably.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
But yeah, because we got a lot more to talk about.
Yeah.
So I'm Brad.
And I'm Christa.
And you're not.
You have an amazing day.
That too.